All right, so welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about unveiling your true self. So basically, a lot of times people don't realize who they are, and out of a lack of self-knowledge, they don't live up to what they could be in life. So a lot of people are ignorant of their true nature, and that ignorance leads them to make a lot of choices or do a lot of things that slow their progression versus increasing their progression very rapidly. So, a lack of knowledge of your true self leads to a lot of suffering, but also, not only does it lead to a lot of suffering, but it slows you down, like significantly. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to unveil your true self and speed up that process of growth and development in your life and really take yourself to the next level. So basically, look at yourself as a diamond. Imagine that your true nature is a perfect diamond. Okay? So your true nature is a diamond. I've got a diamond drawn right here. That's who you truly are. You're perfectly cut, you're perfectly clear, you shine. You're a perfect diamond. That's your true nature. So what you're looking to do is unveil that true nature. You want more of who you really are to be expressed and less of who you aren't to be gone or eliminated from your character. So your true nature is a diamond. Your true self is perfect. Your true self, like I said, a perfectly cut stone, a gem or a diamond that's perfectly cut. There's no errors, no crack in the diamond, there's no miscut, there's no fog. Your true self is a perfectly clear, perfectly cut diamond. Now what happens is in life, basically, imagine this diamond being stuck in rock, because diamonds are stuck in rock. In fact, there's this rock called kimberlite, and kimberlite is what holds diamonds. So inside of kimberlite, if you break kimberlite open, you're going to find diamonds. That's what you find when you break kimberlite open, or at least if there's a diamond in that specific piece, you find diamonds. So imagine that there's an uncut diamond in the center of all this kimberlite stone. So just an uncut diamond in the center of this kimberlite stone. Well, what happens throughout your life is you can either put more mud onto that stone and basically hide that diamond that's there through your actions, your thoughts, your words. Or you can start to chip away at that stone until you reveal the diamond. So how do we chip away at that stone? Well, we do that with a few different things. The very first thing that you want to do is meditation and prayer. So through the process of meditation, you're actually taking a tool and chipping away at the stone until it starts to crack on the edges. And every day that you meditate, every day that you pray, you're chipping away at this stone until it finally breaks. And once it finally breaks and starts to unveil that diamond that's inside of that stone, you start to realize who you truly are. Which, like I said, you're perfect. Your true nature is perfect. So what you do is you're chipping away at the stone, you're unveiling this diamond, and you start to realize, you start to recognize who you really are. And you do that through, again, meditation, prayer, fasting, knowledge, self-discipline. All of these things help you chip away at that stone until you unveil the diamond within. So once you start to realize who you are, well, then you start to realize how powerful you are, how much of an impact you can for good, how much of an impact you can have for good or for bad, right? You can have a big impact on this world. But if your diamond, if your true self is still covered in stone and you don't know who you are, then you don't realize that you have a shining diamond inside of you that is just waiting to be shown to the world, that's waiting to be put on a diamond ring, that's waiting to be put on display for the world to see it. So basically, a lack of self-knowledge causes a lot of people to behave in ways that aren't helpful to their progression. But if you understand who you are, then your actions start changing, and through that knowledge of self, you actually choose to do right things because you know who you are. If somebody doesn't realize their true nature, then they don't really have a lot of desire to live up to anything at all. They only learn how to eat, drink, and sleep, and maybe work on some things, but they don't ever aspire to something bigger, to something greater in their life because they don't know who they are. They don't recognize that they are something special. So what you want to do is you want to chip away at that rock to unveil that diamond, to know who you are, to change your behavior, to change the way you see yourself. And then, of course, through changing the way you see yourself, you're going to change your actions, your behavior, what you do every day. And what you do every day is creating the results you're getting in your life. So that's why I say that a lot of people are doing a lot of things because they don't know who they are. They're slowing themselves down and they're not unveiling their true nature, and they're making a lot of mistakes, and they're not getting the results that they desire out of life. So if you're not getting the results that you desire out of life, it could be something that you need to work on. Right? You need to change the way you see yourself, and then you're going to start to change your behavior, and that's going to change the results that you're getting in your life. So through daily meditation, what you're doing is you're kind of tuning yourself in to your true self, who you really are, and chipping away at those rough edges of this stone, that kimberlite, right? Because kimberlite's the stone that holds diamonds. You're starting to chip away at that stone and basically unveil your true self, which is a diamond, right? You are special. Your true self is something to be cherished. Your true self is special. So, yeah, through daily meditation, you're chipping away at that kimberlite, that stone that holds diamonds, until you start to see the diamond inside. And meditation is just one of the ways of doing that. You also have prayer. Sincere devotion and prayer will also chip away that kimberlite and start to unveil the diamond. In other words, your true self will be unveiled through prayer, through sincere prayer. Fasting also does it. Knowledge, self-discipline. All of these things are going to chip away at that kimberlite and start to unveil that diamond. Now, once that diamond is chipped away and there's only the diamond left, then you can really get to work, right? Then you can really start to polish that diamond and shape it to where it becomes a perfect stone. Because like I said, that's your true nature. Your true nature is perfect. Your true nature is a perfect shining diamond that's perfectly clear and perfectly cut and perfect in every single way. That's your true self, your true nature. But that has to be unveiled, and that's a process. It's a process to chip away at that kimberlite stone until it starts to unveil the diamond. And then it's a process again to refine that diamond until it's shaped and cut to look like how a diamond is supposed to look. So it's a process. You're not gonna unveil your true self overnight, but through these tools, prayer, meditation, fasting, knowledge, self-discipline, or right action, right? Self-discipline is right action. Are you going to choose to do the thing that's easy, like eat ice cream for breakfast? Or are you going to go work out? You're going to go to the gym. So self-discipline is another way we chip at that kimberlite and unveil that diamond, that true self, your true nature that is perfect. Your true spiritual identity is unveiled through self-discipline, through right action. Knowledge also does this, right? Like I said, if you don't realize that there's a diamond, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know that your true nature is perfect, that there's a diamond inside of you, then like I said, a lot of people don't do anything. They don't try to go out of their way. They live on minimums. They try to get the minimum results they're looking for. They try to just kind of go throughout their life not really trying to be or do very much at all. Just what's the minimum I need to do to make sure that I have food, to make sure I have a place to stay, to make sure that I have my basic needs met. So a lot of people don't know their true selves, and so they don't try to improve in any significant way. They just go through life and let life shape them. And if you're not consciously chipping away at that kimberlite and unveiling the diamond and then polishing that diamond consciously, then it's not ever going to become a diamond. I mean, there's going to be a diamond there, but nobody will be able to see it. It won't be as valuable. It won't be as helpful to other people, right? Because if a diamond isn't shaped, it's not near as valuable. Once it's shaped into an actual stone, then it's valuable. It's still valuable even uncut in rock. But it's so much more valuable and useful to the world once it's been refined and turned into a diamond. And the same is true for us. We're still valuable before we work on ourselves, before we meditate, before we pray, before we fast, before we gain knowledge, before we exercise self-discipline. We're still valuable to God. Of course we are. But we're not as helpful, we're not as impactful to ourselves or others until after we work on ourselves. Until after we practice these things consistently over time. Not just once, but actually consistently over time. Because if you sit down and you try to meditate once, right? Imagine just chipping at a stone one time. You don't make any progress. You make just a teeny bit of progress. But if you meditate every single day, even if it's for 5 to 10 minutes, think of how much progress you're making over time. So you can't just do these things once. You want to do these things consistently over time, and then you're going to unveil your true self. But yeah, I mean, this is the one thing people don't know. Like, a lot of people go through life and they don't realize their true nature. They don't realize what they could truly become and how much improvement they could make on themselves. They just walk through life without any self-knowledge. And when you lack in self-knowledge, your behaviors are different than if you understand who you are. So just through the process of learning these things and actually applying them, just to know your true self is perfect like a diamond, that changes everything. That changes everything, the way that you see yourself, the way you see the world, your purpose here on earth. Everything changes when you realize there's a diamond inside of me just waiting to be unveiled, waiting to come to fruition, waiting to come to be. And the purpose of my life is to improve, to become everything that you can become in this life. And that process of becoming everything that you're meant to become in this life, that's what it means to unveil that diamond. And there's nothing that will bring you more joy and more peace than realizing who you are and living up to it, living up to that nature within you. And there's nothing more sad than when somebody doesn't, right? When somebody was given so much, they were given so many talents and abilities and such a good raw slate for them to work with, a raw rock that we were talking about earlier, that kimberlite that holds diamonds. They were given this perfect rock to work on, and they go through their whole life leaving it as a rock instead of turning it into that diamond, that pure and perfect stone that it could be. So yeah, unveiling your true self is really cool and really powerful and can absolutely change your entire life and the way you see yourself, the way you see the world. And in doing that, you're going to become the type of person you never could have dreamed of. The way you behave, the way you conduct yourself, the way you speak, the things you do, the things you don't do, all of that can be completely transformed and changed once you realize who you are and start working on it. Start working on improving yourself and becoming all that you can become. So yeah, meditation, prayer, fasting, reading, anything that's going to gain knowledge and self-discipline. These are the things that we can use to chip away at that kimberlite stone till you unveil that true diamond that is inside of you. And that true diamond is going to really change the world. Your true self is going to be able to actually leave a real impact, a lasting change on the world. But you have to unveil this diamond through work. It takes work. It takes you actually consciously deciding to reveal that diamond and to make it everything that it's supposed to become. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to today's little video. Go out there and start working on your diamond. Start unveiling your true self. Little changes every day in the right direction can really make a big difference. So just make little changes every day. Little things, even if you just start with meditation, 5 minutes a day, you're going to start to unveil that true diamond, and it's going to feel amazing because we're meant to become everything we're supposed to be. We're meant to be this shining diamond and not an uncut rock waiting to be turned into a diamond. That's how we all start, but we're meant to become everything we can become in this life. That's just how it is. So yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully you learned something and enjoyed it. If you did, please share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, peace be unto you.